When I was younger, my dad told us that we came from a line of chiefs and that this was like really important. And we were like little kids and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, Dad, you know. After my daughter was born, I decided I wanted to do my genealogy. I just kept researching, and it'd be like days of finding nothing. And then you'd find one thing and it would open up a bunch of other doors. I stumbled upon some paintings by Paul Kane. This is my fourth great-grandfather, Chief Qwul'thilum. He was a really renowned chief on the coast, and he's also the one who organized the Salish alliance that kind of ended the raids from the Northerners before British Columbia was a part of Canada. Our family nose obviously goes way back because he has the same nose as all of us. My traditional name is Qwul'thilum. My English name is Dylan Thomas, and I'm from the Lyackson First Nation. I am a Coast Salish artist. Zinqua is up top here. Here's his head and his... I was, from day one, really an artist. From the time I was 3 years old, I could sit down and draw for hours and hours and hours. Being in high school and getting exposed to MC Escher's work, tessellating lizard that rotates around itself. And I saw that, I was like, that would really work well with Northwest Coast art. All my spare time was trying to figure out Islamic tessellations, Tibetan mandalas, old Celtic stuff. After high school, we heard that Rande Cook was looking for some students. He taught me how flow and balance and weight work, really took over my life. I started studying the old pieces, so many just beautiful designs and objects. Won the city banners competition, had my work put up in City Hall here. Could really feel a tide shift after that. My great-grandmother, when we went over the Johnson Street Bridge, she would always tell us, that's where I was born. As a kid, I didn't really know what that meant. In my head, I was like, oh, there must have been a hospital down there or something. It wasn't until I was like way older that I would realize, oh, she meant she was born in a big house down there on that village.
The acculturation process began very early amongst the Coast Salish. The art styles stopped being made.
To do some artwork for that new park there, felt like I was able to honor the people who used to live there and were displaced.
The purpose of songs is honoring our ancestors who told stories all along here.
Living in a city, detached from my culture in my early years, it was the art that drew me in to the culture and made me want to learn more. I was asked to be the Indigenous Scholar in Residence at St. Michael's, teaching Northwest Coast culture, currently working on a welcome pole. It's my first kind of monumental sculpture. See, there's the human figure here, which represents Seletze, and then this Inalke is wrapping around his head, but is also... Anytime you can do artwork and put it out there, make the Indigenous presence in these areas known, that could inspire a young Indigenous person to pursue their traditional art or culture. Old Salish stone sculptures. This tradition died off a few centuries ago, inspired my work quite a bit. Started a Facebook group, would spend hours searching through, oh, this museum has a Northwest Coast art collection, and go try and find all the Salish artifacts. And I have become kind of the artifact guy in the Salish art world, doing my best to understand Coast Salish art on a deep level. I can do my little part in hopefully bringing it back.
Art makes the sacred visible. Our art form is not likely to die off because of the work of Dylan Thomas. His work is profound.